Steph Curry is playing pretty well, and the Warriors have had a great start to the season. But they're not sitting back, they're looking into trades to make a deep playoff run, and that means giving Curry some help on the court. And the latest talks involved Jonathan Kuminga for Butler, so let's get into it. So right now, the Warriors are off to a 5-1 start, which is much better than a lot of people expected. With Curry getting older and Thompson being traded, I think people expected a somewhat mediocre Warriors team this year, but they're doing just fine so far. But why wait around? If Steph Curry is still performing well, why not get him all the help you can? And one option that Golden State is considering is trading Jonathan Kuminga for someone who might be more impactful right away. But why trade Kuminga? Well, the Warriors did make him an offer, but Kuminga's side wasn't on the same page, and so no deal was made. In these cases, a trade isn't a bad idea at all, because you know that the player side is unhappy with the current offer. So, while shopping around for players, one player who stands out is Jimmy Butler. He's got the leadership, he's a 6-time All-Star, and he can be impactful right away next to Curry. And the reason he's a good candidate here is because he's had some contract drama of his own. When this season ends, he has a player option to return to the Heat, but he's mentioned that he does not plan on taking that deal. This will make him an unrestricted free agent. Maybe Miami can fight to keep him somehow, but will they? That's the real question. It's way too early to tell, but Miami is 3-2 right now, and if they convince him to come back for that final season, he's guaranteed over $52 million for that last year alone. And that's an amount that could go to any game-changing player, but for a 35-year-old Butler, well, it's hard to tell if Miami wants to make that commitment. And I'm not here talking down on Butler, but for $52 million, I think Miami has to consider all options. And I think that any team that takes Kuminga knows his upside too. Last season, he averaged 16 a game, so the promise is there. And considering he's just 22 years old, teams know that he still has room to grow as a player. Overall, this is a classic risk versus reward scenario. If the Warriors pull the trigger on a trade like this, they could secure another shot at a title with Butler and Curry. But that means they'll have to watch Kuminga develop into a star that they always thought he could be, but it's gonna have to be for another team. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more updates.